we're gonna go with this is the equivalent of 60 millimeter now, right? So the 60?
Yeah.
So the advantage of this is that it spools up quicker, and I'm gonna have more of that horsepower and torque.
Yeah.
Rather than
anyone's used the board going on these cars yet.
Okay.
Yeah, smaller AR on this side. It's an 82. Good for good spool instead of, say you ran like a 101, which would be monster. It would have a ton of lag.
Okay.
Until the top end.
So each one of these is pretty good for about 650.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they rate them for. 650.
All right.
And then imagine it running on a 4-cylinder because you're putting one on each side. It should flow that awesome.
I'm trying to get rid of that downtime.
Before
It'll
it
be
kicks
like
in.
all around kind of good car, not just like big power.
Just top end. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, there's always a difference between a car that makes numbers and a car that actually lays it to the floor. You know?
Yeah.
Because I've seen, 1,500 horsepower cars get beat by 800 horsepower cars. So it's not always about horsepower,
So guys, to fill you in, we were kicking around doing about 67 millimeter turbos, but we're gonna go a little bit smaller, and so the top end is not gonna be as good as what we were discussing, but this thing is gonna spool up quicker, get me into boost faster. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of trusting Roger over here, see what he can kind of cook up. At 15 pounds of boost, even if the air is cool, that manifold will hold up fine.
Oh yeah. See, you got an intake air temp right here, sensor. So that'll tell the tuner if the intercooler is doing its job.
Yeah.
With a fan and car in motion, we should be pushing at least a good, 1,200 CFMs of air through the intercooler. It should be cooling the air if you got the right setup. If you're getting too high intake air temps, then your intercooler is too small. You're the big guy.
See, I was thinking more along the lines of the pressure being too high and the manifold being plastic. So even if the air is cool or hot, it would screw it up. But
370Zs, they're plastic, and we're running around like 15 pounds, 18 pounds.
No problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some strong plastic.
Look at the size difference between the longs and the shorts. Oh.
Yeah, big difference there.
So there's gonna be so much more clearance with these on.
Oh yeah, way more options for, different ways to run it. Tuck it better.
Yep.
Street.
So this isn't a ball bearing, right? It's a journal
bearing.
Yeah, and they're tough.
Yeah, they're way tough, and if something goes bad on it, it's way easier to rebuild than a ball bearing. Like if you blow a ball bearing turbo, you're better off to find a new one.
Yeah.
Rebuild that, it's not really worth it. Journal bearing, simple. It's just like it's two bearings. You take the front, back off. There's 2 oil seals, and you just change the thrust bearing in the middle.
So what's the maintenance on something like this?
Oh, you're gonna have oil running to it from the engine, and it's gonna drain back to the pan. So there's really no maintenance, but then just change.
It's gonna be maintenance free. So basically, as long as I keep up with my oil changes, this thing is gonna be good.
Yep. Exactly. As long as you have the right fittings going to it, if you have not enough oil going to it, you can fry out the bearing. Journal bearing, they would need like with ball bearings, you put a restrictor, so it restricts the oil because it's a ball bearing, it doesn't need as much oil. What a lot of people do is they put a restrictor on a journal bearing and it actually fries the turbo out. So it's just all about knowing what turbo, what it needs,
Okay.
and the right fittings to it, and then keep your oil change up, watch for leaks, and you should be good. That's really it.
So this is actually a little less maintenance than a supercharger.
Supercharger, it's pre-oiled, so you have to take it off every 5,000 miles, drain it, put the oil back in, depending on the setup, taking it off or not.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it is, hey.
Less maintenance equals good for me.
But that's if you do it right. You gotta do it right, and you don't have to worry about it. A lot of people think bigger turbo better, but depending on your engine setup and your compression, you have to have like the right mixture to make it nice and happy and peppy.
260 millimeters, I think they're thinking is going to be probably the best for this setup. It's going to be the best combination of street strip. This thing is going to, you know, spool up quick, get me into boost fast. The power delivery is going to be pretty consistent, right? It's going to be nice.
Oh yeah, it's a nice linear curve. It's a small wheel, not small, but it has like the compressor is really where the volume of air is going to travel and make your peak power.
Yeah.
And the wheel is what gives you the quick spool, so it's all a good mixture, honestly. It's going to spool up nice.
All right.
And with the D8 and compression ratio, it's going to be good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that fits nice.
Yeah, that's going to look good.
Holy shit.
Gonna poke right down. Alright. Alright.
That fits perfect too, right?
Oh yeah. It's a really nice room. Oh yeah. That's just gonna shoot right to the front. Circle right here. Whoa!
Yeah.
Cooler. I like it. Custom.
So the intercooler size, that determines how much.
Power you want to flow.
Okay. So are we going with a small one or a big one, man?
At least something that's rated for 1,000.
Yeah, okay.
I want you to have the moving room. You know?
Yep.
So in case you change fuel one day and do E85, you can just crank this thing up to like 1,200 and call it a day.
I like that idea. Yep,
Be
definitely.
nice to have that dyno sheet.
Yep.
Yeah. Be nice to have a dyno sheet. Then we can kill the
But I don't.
train.
Yeah, but I don't want a dyno queen. I want something that's gonna crush.
That's what I'm
You
saying,
know,
they
some.
Will, they will kill the tranny at the track.
Yeah.
We'll figure out what to do for the
Yeah.
track.
Right.
Highway killer. Yeah. This thing hooked up good at the track the last time you had it there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially
It-
when you borrowed those tires. Those things made a big
the
deal.
Mickey Thompsons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those definitely hooked up nice. I ran an 11.9 NA, and this engine is built for what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So.
The next time we go out, you're just gonna literally just hit the gas to the light. Normal driving, nothing spectacular, no trying to spool it. Just hit the gas and see where it runs.
Yep. Okay.
Hopefully the training stays together and we're good. I mean, when we had that dyno day, man, those guys had some freaking pretty serious power on pump gas.
And did they go water meth or no?
No.
Okay.
The only thing they want was a 6-speed transmission.